No more rehearsing from our parts. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm just scruffing around my space here, digging out some stuff. Oh, look at those. Trying to decide what I might need for getting snippy. Getting snippy. All right. So welcome, welcome. Come on in, get a seat, grab a seat. Sit in the back, sit in the balcony. I'm just glad you're here. Okay, I'm going to push my, oh, I hope that doesn't make you seasick. I just moved you. I moved you back just a little bit. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Leah. All right, I didn't light my little desk here. Let me just do that real quick. No, if it looks scuzzy. I don't want it to look scuzzy. It's a little overcast here today. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday. But all in all is well. So I've got a Happy Mail. And I called it a Happy Mail haul because it's huge. It's gigantic. Many of you know Kathy, Calico Kate. She sent me a box of goodies. Good morning, Kimberly. She's listening and cutting. She has her earbuds on. All right, cool beans. If I need you, I'll give you a little shout. All right, so I was trying to decide what to do today. And there's a lot of things I would like to do, okay? I mean, I have ideas. But sometimes, you don't feel like digging out what you need to accomplish something. I don't know. So I was watching, I guess it was late. It was late last night. And the ball game was on early. Don't even get me started about the ball game. And nobody was on. I should have went to sleep, but no. I was crocheting and I didn't want to stop. So I'll pop this little video. Good morning, Barbara. And this gal was promoting her Etsy shop and showing you how to do a little snippet roll. And she's got little kits that you can buy that helps you create a snippet roll. I don't have a snippet roll. And I thought, well, why don't I? I got a lot of stuff. So I watched her video. It was only about 15 minutes, and I didn't have time this morning to pop that in my little description box, but I will do that. I'm not really sure what her name is, but I'll go back and look at my history, that it'll be easy to find her. For some reason, I'm thinking her Etsy shop might be called Posh Print, but I'm not sure. But I'll put it in the description box if any of y'all are interested. I didn't even fuss with my camera. Good morning, Susan. So let me know if my camera is too far away. But first, I'm going to start with my haul because it's really cool. So like I said, this is from Calico Kate. And let me see if I can do this. She and Tanya McGuire, both gals have a channel, went out. I don't know if they went thrifting or they were just going shopping or what, but they got a lot of good stuff. So Kathy shared a lot of her stuff with me. Actually, she's got this. See, this is leather cording. And she's got it tied up here with this beautiful, beautiful yarn. I wonder if she knows what that is. I'd like to know what that is. It's very soft. So she sent me some of that. Where do you see all this? And then there's some black. That one's a little bit of a different shape. This one, I'm thinking this might be a good handles on maybe like a carpet bag or something. This one's pretty hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Very nice colors. And this looks like black licorice, like string black licorice. Cool, right? So that was in my box. Now this stuff here, I wanna wait because this is gonna segue into what we're doing today. So I want to put this maybe off to the side here. Then she sent me some more wool, which is yummy. This is a beautiful charcoal gray. I've got 2 pieces of that. And then look at this. This is to die for. And this is naturally I don't want to say stained because it's not stained, but like naturally colored. You know what I mean? Like she didn't coffee stain this. This is au naturel right here. Good morning to everyone who's coming in. And then look, she shared with me pieces of her grandmom. I think she said grandmom. I don't think she said great grandmom. I think she said grandmom's quilt. And her grandmom had it all cut up to use as rags. Look how delicious. These are going to be journal covers. Look at this. Look how cool would this be, huh? There she is. Good morning, Kathy. I'm showing everybody my wonderful surprise and treats. So that's yummy. And this, I think she got this and then coffee stained it. Look how cool that turned out. These are all different license plates. You're my pal. Aw. Look how luscious. Some piano roll paper. And we've got some fuzzy yarn. I'm thinking this would be good on the top of a stocking or a Santa hat or one of my bulbs. And then we've got some cotton yarn, like thready stuff. And then some fun fibers. Look, I just love purple, green, and like the teal blue. Look how cute that is to use, right? Then she said to me, do you want some seals, some wax seals? Well, I don't have any. I guess, I had stuff like this when I was a kid, but I guess I didn't keep it. I don't know. Maybe it's in my mother's attic. I don't know. I said, oh, sure. So she sent me some. Where do you see all she sent me? Look at all these wax seals. Look, I got a big old honking bag of them. So, you know what? I should probably keep these aside for what we're doing today. Ooh, I just thought about that. I'm not sure about how things roll up in the snippet bag, but snippet roll, but we'll see. Look at these. These are so yummy. These are like time sheets, in and out time cards. This is like the Mary Poppins Happy Mailbox. I'm pretty sure she coffee stained this. Look at this cool thing with the different airplanes. Spitfire. And then you've got the diagrams and the figures. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. Then Kathy had done a fabric haul. And I don't know if this is one when she was with Tanya or by herself. And she had said something, if you want some of the fabric. I think this is the one I asked for. It's gorgeous. I don't know if this is the Timmy fabric or not, but it's absolutely luscious. Look at it. Yeah, I'm digging through, and then I've got some tissue paper. The camera's not going to like this. But this looks like it's got some kind of a little white on white design on that, and it's really nice little squares that are easy to use. What did Barbara say? Oh, let me just say as a reminder. Oh, there's Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Capital letters for me, okay, if you need me to see something, all right? And see, I'm kind of going through here selectively because I've got a plan. Look at this. Look at this beautiful piece of fabric, huh? She's got her coffee dyeing technique down to a science. Looks beautiful. And this has like, like a second print. You know how like on your napkins beneath the original print, the top print, you get that secondhand kind of shadowy. That's luscious. And let's see. Then we've got some. There's probably a story to all this. Kathy usually sends stuff, and she has a reason. Oh, I want to tell you about that in a minute. So look at all this cool stuff. We've got some stained paper, and we've got some like little, not like a guest check, but like a business receipt thing. Look how cool these are. Look at all this cool stuff. Look, this one's old-timey stuff. Look at this one. This one has, I thought this one had a date on it. But look at that cool handwriting, huh? Wow. I thought I saw a date somewhere. It doesn't matter. It's so cool. The handwriting is so cool. Look, she gave me several sheets of that. Some more, where you got the carbon copy thing. I love all that stuff. Embrace a new identity. So this is some more like warship stuff that goes with the other stuff that she sent. Wait a minute, I want to get down in here. I've had my nails on for, oh my gosh, so many weeks now. I know they're getting ready. They'll probably get ready to pop off, but I don't want it to pop off before my stream. Here's some more articles and stuff. Look, really cool pictures. What magazine were these out of, Kath? I'll probably miss it. These are cool. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, baseball. Oh my gosh, look. She's so generous. Look at the stuff she shares. And then she sent me this piece, unstained. I love that style. I don't know what you call that style, but I love that. Barbara, you're so funny. Barbara said, I have my nails on too, and they come with the rest of me. Yeah, cut those pictures out. Great pictures. Okay, now let me save this. Now let me show you. This is she coffee dyed all this stuff. Okay, look at this. This is Chanel. I think, right? Chanel. I said it wrong. Chanel. There's Teresa. Good morning. Good morning. She's listening while she works. Do. Hi, Stace. Good morning. So we've got that. And then lace. Now, for those of you that are just coming in, this is my super haul. Happy mail from Calico Kate. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look, it's got satin ribbon on it. And look at all that you could cut out. Ugh. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. And then I've got a piece of this that looks like muslin. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tear this and use this for ties around journals. I love that. Look at this beautiful lace. This looks like maybe it was a piece of curtain or something. Look. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know if you can see that real well. Good morning, Dale. Look at this. Now this looks like a hand crocheted piece. Look at that nice color she got, huh? Love it. Kathy, thank you, thank you. Look, another big piece of this. I mean, this, like when I worked in the, I keep saying when I was a member of the co-op, the girls that sewed, that did the sewing stuff there, this was like gold to them. Like I, I haven't been anywhere and seen where you can get a piece of this. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I can remember my grandmother, and I guess we had them too, like white plain. There were some that might have like pink flowers. I think I'm saying it right. Chenille, Barbara, am I saying it right? Chenille. It's that, bedspread stuff with all the bumps on it. My friends at the co-op would die to have that. There's another piece. And then she sent a piece of this cool stuff that coffee stained. Oh, I just love touching it on. And then she sent me some really cool, nice, sweet, that's correct, thank you, Barbara, book pages. And I'm using some of this today. I'll show you what I did with it. So I pulled those out. And then, okay, I'm going to try not to be emotional. But she sent me some little song sheets. And when I was growing up, my mom didn't drive when I was real little. She learned to drive, after the fact. She grew up in the city. She didn't need to drive. And I guess we only had one car. And so my mom was raised in the Baptist church. And a lot of times she wanted to take us to church, but my dad worked shift work with the United States Steel, and she didn't always have a car, but she would teach us songs from when she went to Sunday school as a kid. So I saw this little music book, like a little pamphlet, right? Look, for those of you that came in after I started, look at all this stuff. Hey, Randy, good morning. And so I'm looking through Action, a collection of gospel songs and choruses for boys and girls. And so I'm looking through and I flipped the page. We've got For God So Loved the World, and I flipped the page, and here is Boys and Girls for Jesus. And that's one of the ones that my mom would teach us when we were kids. I knew all the words. So I'm sitting at my desk here going through my big Happy Mail haul, and I'm singing, Boys and Girls for Jesus, this our earnest prayer. Oh, I love it. And then I've got This Little Light of Mine. Jesus loves even me. Heavenly sunshine, heavenly sunshine. Kathy, this just absolutely made my heart melt. So I absolutely love those. And so I wasn't even thinking about what to do today. But then when I saw that video of that gal, she sounds like a young gal, doing the snippet rolls. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I can show my haul from Kathy, and this will be a great segue into snippets. Where do you see some of this stuff? So look at Kath made this. It's a pocket, and I cannot get that nice zigzag stitch on my machine. I don't know. I guess I don't have it set right. But how cool is that? So that can go in a journal. And then look at, she did snippets. She's got a Timmy gal there, all kinds of goodies. And this looks like, oh, this looks like maybe that Italian paper. Was it Bitty Penny that you watched? No, Dawn. I'm pretty sure it was something called, I could go look actually. Um, Bosch Print. Bosch Print is her Etsy shop, I think. I can open my. Wait a minute. Let me open my YouTube. I do my thumbnail usually right before I come on, and I always think it's going to go quicker than it does. And I can't find the pictures that I think will work, and then I end up getting behind. Okay, so if I go, excuse me, if I go here and go to my history real quick. Okay, it's called Shabby Vintage Snippet Kit Tutorial, and it's called My Porch Prints Junk Journal Tutorial. But I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I had it wrong. Not Posh Prints. I guess I didn't have the right glasses on. Her Etsy shop is called My Porch Prints. Okay, so I've got things happening with the family here this morning, so my phone's buzzing. I just want to make sure. Okay, no. All right. Good morning, Peggy. Steaming the kitchen floor, Peggy. You know what? You put me to shame, girl. I don't know how you do all this stuff. Calico Kate's always doing stuff too. I am like well, we won't go there. Okay, look at this one. She's got a game board, like a bingo board. Then she's got everything stacked. A Timmy person. Look at that delicious piece of ephemera. And then the seals. Huh? That's a journal. That could be a journal cover right there. Look. She folded the paper like a fan, kind of, right? Fans out at the bottom. It almost looks like one of those little girl skirts. Shorthand paper, let me point that out. Okay, I'm a shorthand girl. And look, she decorated it. She's got it looks like an ATC card. See, I never would have thought to put an ATC card on a cluster. But there you have it. Calico Kate, she did it. Look at these yummers. She stained some cardstock, or I guess they're like 3x5 cards. And then she put ephemera on those. Look at this one, Going Landscape. Oh, okay, Dawn. So Dawn's familiar with My Porch Prints. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go look at her site, but her little snippet tutorial is really quite cute. Oh, look at that. Look, isn't that a cute little sticker? Look, we've got a wool heart and some bling bling, and she's got a nice little verse here. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Love it, Kathy. Just love it. Look at this one. Now, this is a snippet you can use as a home decor item. Look, she's got a little loop on the top, a piece of cool fabric. Now, she probably quilted that down and then added different stuff on it. But you know what? Look at that button. I don't know if she covered that or if she has some of that, but look at that beautiful. I love that red and white. I don't know. Do you call that a check? It's beautiful. And then she had all of this wrapped up in this nice. Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. She's got it. She's got a folder where they were all like in the little pockets. How cute is that? Look at this. This one's puffy. She stitched around the edge. How cute is that? Oh, that's pretty fabric too. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I know, right? Oh my gosh. Look. This one's got a life of its own. Look at that cool thread and fiber. It's got little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, but at the end of the little strands, it gets a little thicker. It almost looks like, you know, what you would think an ostrich's eyelashes would be. Look how pretty. So of course, I haven't thought of where I'm going to put some of this stuff. Some of these are going to have to go on my journals that, you know, I keep my special stuff in. Oh my gosh, I love that art. And then look at this pretty black and white. We've got this. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that little flower. Look at that little ribbon flower. It's like circle in the middle and then loops on the outside edge. Oh, that's cool, Dawn. See, I have a roll of like adding machine tape, but you know, you will know I have no idea where that is. I have no idea where I put it. I looked several places this morning and I thought, you know what? Enough of that already. I'm going to do something different and springboarding off of my porch, my porch prints. Um, yeah, adding machine tape is fabulous. So I have some here that I coffee stained a while back for my prayer scroll, which I keep putting off finishing because I've got myself stumped. And that's a perfect width, but can't find it. So today we're going to segue from these delicious goodies. Thank you again, Kathy. I really can't thank you enough. From all these goodies that Kathy sent me to working on a snippet roll. Okay, hubby's going to head out. Bye, hon. See you later. Okay.
Are you still going to lunch tomorrow?
I believe so. All right. So now my space, of course, is limited. My area here as far as working. When you go to do snippet rolls, of course you can use whatever you have available. And a lot of us have a lot of little bits and pieces. And this is why we save bits and pieces, right? To make clusters and to do fun things in our art. So Kathy sent me, like I just said, I can't find my adding machine roll. So Kathy sent me those delicious pages of book pages, and they're really a nice weight, and I think they'll hold up well. Now, my porch print gal, she did say her name, but I don't know what it is. She had purchased, I think she said on Etsy, those really cool old-timey spools. It has like the disc on the top and the disc on the bottom and the little like pole in the middle. She had hers wound around that. I don't have a cute one of that. I have like an old big clunky plastic one. But you could really, if you wanted to make snippets like Kat did, they could just be pieces and you could have them stacked in an envelope or in one of your pocket journals. If you made a pocket journal that we were making a week or so ago. Look, I've got this one stuffed, waiting for things to be put away. You know, so if you make an envelope pocket journal, you could put, you know, your snippet strips in something like that, in a file folder. You know, you got ideas. But if you wanted to roll it, you could also, if you did it in smaller pieces, you could also do it around a clothespin. You could do it around the center tube of, say, like my waxed linen that I stitch. I had one here. Stitch my signatures with. You know, you could wrap it around something like that. Anything you got. Or you might be fortunate enough to have maybe a bobbin. So I found my bobbins. Can't find my adding machine tape, but I found me a bobbin. So I'm not sure how I'm going to attach this, but the idea is that once you start decorating, to wind it around something. So then you can take it off in pieces. You think it's Stephanie? Okay, thank you, Dawn. And it doesn't have to be paper. Stephanie said you can use paper, you can use ribbon, you can use fabric, and you can use lace. but I chose the paper for today. So I took those sheets of book pages that Kath sent me, tore them, and then I stained them with my coffee. And I was going to just paint the coffee on, but what I did instead is I dumped some on my jelly plate and spread it around, and then put this on and pulled them up. So I did like a jelly print. So many options, so little time. Yes. Dawn says, I use fabric and lace also. I also sew parts. Yes, sew parts is exactly what I would like to do. But my machine, it's right here behind me, but for you guys to see me stitching that. So, I may do a little stitching after I put some of these together. Now, I'm going to call her Stephanie. So she has a little tutorial on, well, she probably has several, but the one that I watched on YouTube, and I'll put it in the description box. And she sells a little kit, which I'm assuming it's her kit that she sells. Maybe it's somebody else's kit. I'm not sure. It was late, so that's all I can tell you. So what I have here is my paper strips that I'm going to be using. I've got some bits of ephemera and jazz. I've got some stickers and a variety of other things here I may or may not use. I've got my tub of threads that I've been saving. Who knows why? Peggy is taking a break. Well, she's pausing so she can tell us you can wrap it around a toilet paper or paper towel roll. Yes, thank you. And stack on the Dollar Tree chrome paper. Oh, Peggy. See, I told you. Peggy's got tons of ideas. That's a great idea. Then if you could keep it at your workstation, if you're going to use it a lot, and then you just pull it off and it's just like, you know, just like ribbon on a reel. I put my die cuts here that we did the other day on my desk. So I might use some of those, some little sheets of ephemera that I can take apart. And here I've got other stickers and other goodies. And then as I was digging around, I found these little tubs of brads. They might come in handy, right? So I don't really have a lot of room here for all this jazz and morass. I've got my glue gun plugged in, and then I've got my delicious little. Now, see, the thing of it is, I'm just cautious. I want to be cautious because number one, I'm using paper. Number two, I don't know how well like stuff like this is going to wind if I want to wrap it. I've got some buttons, and then of course I've got bits of fabric, and I've got tissue paper here somewhere I pulled out. I don't know where the tissue paper went that I have, but I've got tissue. So we've got stuff, right? So we'll just see. We'll just see how far I get, and we'll see, if this gets boring, if it gets too boring. Okay, I'm moving you back a little bit more. So I'm just going to call this gal Stephanie. She took her, she was using either register tape or adding machine tape. And there's Kimberly. She said, no, rolling pin is fun to use. I've collected up a few, especially with, oh, that's a nice. Sometimes you can find little small ones too, even like a kid's toy set in maybe Goodwill or something. You could find a little one if you didn't want to do a big rolling pin. Yeah, that's a great idea. So what this little Stephanie did was she tore the ends. And you don't, like she said, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do this. This is what she does. She used her Fabri-Tac, and I might use that as well today because that just, it allows you to glue down and it stays put pretty quickly. The other thing that Stephanie said is don't forget, you can do your snippet rolls horizontal or vertical, portrait or landscape. I'm going to do landscape. Now you want to overlap if you're using strips of paper or fabric, you know, say out of your, whoops, sorry guys, out of your little bits and bobs bin or whatever. And then if you're new to all this or this idea of snippet or snippet rolls, essentially what you're doing is you're creating little vignettes, if you will, to then be able to snip and use in another project. And of course, they're just way cool. So let's see. So of course I can't find, now this was an old zip code book. All right, so I want to start wrapping this around here, right? So I'm going to leave a couple of inches plain, I think. Not maybe an inch. And then I'm going to just start, this was an old zip code book. But see, if I put buttons and stuff on, how am I going to be able to wind it? So I think I'm just going to start, oh, here's some tissue paper. Start laying out some stuff. Now I do have a little jug of golden matte medium here too. Let me see if I can grab an old scruffy looking brush. I got plenty of old scruffy looking brushes that I can put in that glue. Yeah, this one's pretty shot. So it might be easier to just, I might have to get some more of that. I don't. Might be easier to just paint on the glue. And for me, the way I am, I just, you know, at my first start, I don't necessarily feel like I'm in the groove. And can you guys see what I'm doing okay? I just hate that. Maybe I should have my husband change the angle of my light. At least maybe that glare wouldn't be so annoying if it was straight across and I could, you know, cover it with a box. I finally took that dumb tape off my desk. So I'm going to just start putting stuff down. And in my mind, it doesn't have to be all on my substrate. It could be sticking up, sticking down. Stephanie, she oh, see, I should have tore that edge. She tore her edges because she liked it better. And the sample that she showed, she had inked the edges of everything she had put on. And that one, of course, that's appealing to me because I like to ink the edges. And the one she did live, because she didn't want to take up a lot of time doing that, she didn't ink the edges. But I mean, it really was, for me, a noticeable difference. And she used the vintage photo. So say you don't have book pages, and say you're starting out with something plain. That's the other reason why I used this rather than plain paper. 2 reasons. Because the camera doesn't like plain white paper. And because this is quicker. You don't have to, like, I wouldn't think just a plain white, you know, like your register tape, you'd have plain white like behind all your stuff. So in my mind, for the way I like to work, now white might be good for you. You may be doing like a happy kids thing with a lot of bright colors, and that's, you know, what you want to do. Go for it. I'm just saying for me, and for what I might in the future use the snippets for, a more vintage look is what I'm happier with. And so inking them, the pieces, I really like that. That's why I coffee stained my background. But you can also, oh, okay, Leah. You can stamp on it. You can, you know, coffee dye it. You can paint them. You could use strips of your painting paper, you know, so don't let what I'm doing cause you not to try this. Try your own thing. Leah says, if you want to put the wax seals down, find one that's thin, trim the bulky edge, and then it's pretty flexible. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even think about or know if I could really do that. Okay, that's a good tip. Thanks. All right, so here I have a really cool dragonfly. And I was going to get some stamps out, but I did not. So I've got some faux stamps here. Let's see what else I got here. Some vellum. And I might do some fussy cutting. You know, we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. I just spot I've got some lavender fabric flowers because they squish, you know. So I was going to stamp. I guess you could, you know, I could use my stencils and get my oxide inks or some of my distress inks out. He could really be a base. Just trying to remember all what I have here. Okay, so let's glue this one down. Okay, Gail's going to be right back. She has to go do something in the kitchen. Oh, this one is like a sticker that Kath did. This one's not too thick, and it kind of goes with that coloring there. So I'm putting the K there for Kath. Okay. Let's get a piece of lace on here. And you can always come back, you know, when you start to design and put stuff down. You can always come back. And then I couldn't find these the other day for a project, but I found them now. I must have wrote on that for something. My whale's tail tabs. Now I'm going to fold that. I could stamp something on there, couldn't I? I need to get a jug of water for my brush here. You know, these lights when you're recording. You've got to beware. Barbara says, when I do my snippets, I use fibers versus bulky pieces. Do we say fibers already? Yes, because what? Got me fibers at the ready. I'm going to grab a small, I hope very small, some kind of a stamp. I don't want feel better soon. I really don't. Does anybody have some of their acrylic stamps get real stiff and then you can't use them? They're like hard plastic. I've had a couple do that to me. This one says grow. This is kind of cute. Let's see if I can get this on here. I've had these stamps for years. There's grow, blossom, and I forget all what I have, but they're cute. See, now I can stick that out the side. I didn't really fold that very well, if I'm being honest with you, which you can probably see. I've got some tea bags sitting here. I can use pieces of tea bags. So this is also a great use of using up all those little bits. You know, some of you I know keep things on your desk, and then you might have a day where you're going to create and use whatever's on your desk. I'm going to put this right here. Let's see. Okay. I'm not touching my mouse, but for whatever reason, my mouse keeps changing my screen, and then I can't see it. Look at this. I'm going to ink that up. Now, I could trim those out, but and then as you feel, oh, you know what? I should have gotten out some of my Timmy words or something. As you feel like you want to move on, then you just move on. All right. This has a Bible verse on the back. I wish it was on the front. It would be nice if it was on the front. Oh yeah, here's some die cuts. Look at that. That might be cute going down the road. And then I've got these, I've had these forever. And I just, you know, some stuff you can't throw it away. Barbara, do you do voices, get along and talk to each other? Oh, you really do meet a better class of people when you talk to yourself. Thanks, Lori. I was hearing voices in my head and couldn't recall if it was you saying it or if it was just my usual voices. I have misplaced my X-Acto knife. It's really quite sad because it's one of my favorite crafting tools. I don't think he's up here. He might be out the other room. And this is a sticker. And I usually like to take I wonder if a pin will work. I usually like to take a, oh, I think I got it. My X-Acto knife down in between the 2 layers, see, and then I can pull the sticker part off. But I've had these, gosh, for years, and I just can't bring myself to throw them out. But I haven't used them. I just finally put something in the Goodwill bin that I've had, I don't know how long. I know, probably you're going to probably say, oh, why did you do that? But we moved here. We've been here 10 years, and I haven't used them once. And that's all I had to have them. Bought all these Martha Stewart glitters, right? And stickles. I don't use the stickles. Never use them. Haven't, like I said, haven't used them in 10 years. I mean, come on. Okay, Barbara. So they're in the Goodwill box. And Hubs just took them away. We took them away. Hee hee, ha ha, ho ho. So that way I can't. Oh, you know what? Let's put a little bit of fiber behind this little. Now these are all threads that, come off of my machine when it's not behaving. This little bee might look good on here. So now it's starting to look like something. And of course you can theme it. I didn't say I didn't like it, Teresa. I do like bling. I do like glitter. But see, I upgraded my glitter to the very fine glitter from, oh, who are these people? Moxie. This is so much better. And look at the size tub. That's 2 lifetime supplies. And the stickles, I'm too impatient for it to dry in most cases, and I just don't use it. So I'm hoping someone at Goodwill will buy it and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I found this. That would just be lovely. Okay, we got some bigger stuff here. Let's put this on. So I'm just moving on along. Thank you, Leah. Too late. Yeah, sending bottles of stuff. That can be a little. Well, it can be a little pricey. And actually, I guess I should have looked at the stickles. They could be all dried up for all I know. Don't know. Look at this. This is a replica of, I think, bubble gum. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing whatever. I'm not really thinking about a theme or where this might work. But when you're doing a junk journal, really anything can work. And you could have a snippet roll of, say, like Christmas, right? You could have any kind of theme, really. Flowers, animals, children. Ooh, Pansy Pepper. Elizabeth St. Hillier. Is that Hillier?
spreads the stickles with a palette knife onto her papers. You bless someone else today. No regrets.
Right, no regrets. I'm not even going to think about that palette knife spreading, Leah.
No, I mean, how long? How long do you wait before you use something that you decide to gift it somewhere else? I mean, the drawer real estate I gained is magnificent. So I'm going to focus on that. And truth be told, if I want it again, I'll just buy me another one. That reminds me of a videotape that I had when my kids were small. Oh, let's do a piece of fabric. And you know those little plastic tubs? Thank you, Teresa. You know those, okay, Leah. You know those plastic, hard-sided tub things that you would get for your kids for out in the yard to swim in when they're little, when they were little? They're like formed, and then you got to dump the water every night or whatever. Well, we had one of those, and my son was ornery. My son was ornery. He was always into something, right? So they were the days of like video recorders, and we had a little Tykes sliding board that went over the side, and they climb up and slide down, splash into the water. You know, only the best for our kids. He must have been, I don't know, 2, maybe 3. Hi, Angela. Good morning. Good morning. Angela, I don't think you messaged me. If you did message me about that butterfly, I didn't get it. So he had little chubby legs, blonde hair, pretty light blonde hair, not a towhead, but blonde hair, where you kept them in a flat top, had a little flat top going on, and bright blue eyes he had when he was little. He was, and he is a handsome man now, but he was a pretty baby. He was a pretty boy. Well, he was a pretty toddler. He wasn't a pretty baby. He was a pretty toddler. This little chubby face. And he took his little fat leg, his little fat foot. Hi, Sherry. And was pushing on the side of that pool, and the water splashing out. And I said to him, Daddy's not going to buy you another one. Daddy no buy another one. Daddy no buy another one. Well, I had it on video. And then Colleen wanted something recorded for Christmas. I wasn't paying attention. Dad was at work. So I grabbed the video. That was those VHS days. Popped that in the machine, recorded that dumb Christmas movie, and covered up my tape of my little boy. Oh my gosh, I cried for days when I discovered that. But what are you gonna do? I have the memory. Let's hang a piece of this down. All right, so I'm thinking about a couple of things that I want to share. One is I am planning to move I wanted to stream one night a week, but Mondays is just really difficult for me for whatever reason. It's just difficult. And I think I'm going to move to Tuesday. So next week, I'm going to see how that works for me. And if that is still a struggle, I may just give up the evenings. Gail said, "Oh, Lori, my son recorded over one of my only I know, right? It's just, it's, I never thought, never, ever, ever thought, hey, listen, maybe I could do this. See, because this is kind of, I could peel this in half and cut this. Oh, I wish I knew where my X-Acto knife was. Yeah, lesson learned. So then my husband at that point went through all of the ones we had the kids recorded on. And there's a little tab you could pop in it. I mean, it doesn't matter now. I got nowhere to play them anyway. I got nowhere to play them anyway. But hey, looky here, girls. Let's peel that baby. I could have done a better job. I think there's more I could take off. Da 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 da. See how my mind works? Da 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 da. Da da boom ba da boom. Sorry. Now it's going to wind. Do 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 do. Now, of course, this, well, it might be okay if I put the whole thing. Oh, I should have kept some of those. No, maybe they were a little too big. Let's see, how would this look? Do 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 do. Oh, that might work. Okay, okay. I think this is another sticker. So I'm just working away here, working. So I'm going to switch to Tuesday evenings. Now I know Beth is on. Uh, I, I'll check with her, but I think she comes on fairly early. And Beth often, it's Beth Schuler, she often will say she doesn't mind. She doesn't take it personal, which that's good. I do hate to overlap anyone in our community if I can help it. So I'll check with Beth. I think she comes on like maybe 5:30. So I might do a little later on Tuesday. And so she will have us, an hour or so on her own. And then I'm just going to say, I'm going to test it out. They all stream on Tuesdays. See, I thought they were all streaming on Mondays. It's not set in stone. Hey, Dana, hi. Usually 6. Okay, thanks. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see where it lands. I just Mondays are just a struggle for me. Maybe I should think about a late night. Take a nap and do a late night. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And the other thing is, I'm going to put a message up on my community tab because yeah, I'm Eastern. Yeah, I knew she was Eastern. Yeah, her and I are the same that way. I'm going to put a little message up on my community tab to get an opinion. I want to do a show and sell before I put things in my Etsy shop. And so I'm getting things together and I'm hoping to do that the middle of May, but I'm not sure what time of day I might want to do it. So I just wanted to get an idea. If anyone has a preference as far as time when you might be able to stop in and say hi. If you are, inclined to do so, whether an evening is better or afternoon. So I'm planning that. I'm also getting very close to 2,000 subbies. So I'm excited about that. I do work to try to increase and grow my channel. Probably don't work as hard as I should, but I do enjoy it. And I don't think I'm going to have a big splash, but I am preparing some giveaways, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. But just keep an eye out, because you never know when I might. Oh, there's what I'm looking for. I might start talking about doing a giveaway. And I just did 3 videos putting together 3 small journals made from a Daphne's Diary magazine, and they will be part of my giveaway. I think I did. Oh, I did it right side up. So I want you to be aware of that, to keep an eye out for that. I think that's probably about it. So I really don't want glue everywhere. I have a hard time. You know, maybe I just will do this. I'll put glue around the stamp. I need a piece of cheesecloth, I think. Oh, that was silly. The stamp's a lot smaller than the hole. Silly girl, silly girl. Okay, where do I have? I know somewhere. Here we go. The thing is, anymore, there's so many folks in our community that are on really almost any time of the day. And it's just a matter of choosing what you might be into at the time and what kind of art you might want to be doing. And for me, a lot of it is, gosh, it's just such nice company to be able to turn. Now, I know you can turn on, you know, a recording or play back a live, but you know, for some reason, I just really, really, really like the lives. I don't know. It's just like, even with baseball, my husband will say, well, you know, you don't have to watch, you can record it and watch it later. But you know what? It just is not the same for me. Oh, look, there's a cute little wooden button. So I would much rather watch things live. It's just me. There's another little wooden one. Look at that cute piece of fabric. We could use maybe that. Oh, this is a shrinky dink. Oh, yes, please. Let's shrinky dink it. We've got all kinds of stuff in this button bin. Oh, look. Oh, look. Let's use that on something. Let's see what we got here. That little book plate might look cute around something. I didn't realize these images were so huge. They're kind of big. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is one of my die cuts. I was going to see about using a piece of this somewhere. Now, I've got my Daphne diaries put together. So this afternoon, I had plans to go over to my mom's this afternoon and pick up my cousin who was coming down from New York, but she's had to cancel. She's got issues with her legs, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might be like oh, here's a little piece of wire. Look, I'm going to put this in that button. I think it's like, hmm. I had the word in my head earlier before it came on. Where your legs, like your legs get all inflamed and swollen. It starts with an F. Well, I wonder if this is too. No, that's just the coating. Anyway, her legs are swollen and she's in a lot of pain, so she's going to plan maybe to come down later in the summer. So, yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of, but it could be that, Gail. A girl that worked for me, that reported to me when I was at the university. Lymphedema. It could be that. I was thinking flambosis. Well, anyway, she's in a lot of pain. She can't really drive 5 hours and then be, around people, and she's in pain. She just doesn't feel good. So I don't have to go over to my mom's today. Now, this probably is not the best idea, but I put a little piece of wire. It's soft wire. I'm going to trim that. And I'm going to put that right on my flambosis, or oh yeah, pH. There you go. That's the one I was thinking of. It's a pH. Yeah, but I think you got it right. Because those girls that draw, it's a blood thing where I don't know. Girl I worked with, her legs were terrible and so red and sore and hot, and oh my gosh, it's not fun. So that's two. I'm just going to put a couple little, I kind of like this fragile. See, and the trick, I think, to make this look, better is to overlap stuff. When I first started doing stuff like this, I wasn't an overlapper. I was just stick it down. But overlapping and tucking things underneath. Gail. How you feeling, Gail? You feeling okay? You doing good? So the rest of my cousins and I think we had planned to go have lunch tomorrow, so I think we'll still do that. Phlebitis, yeah. I think that's what it is that she's got going on. And she did she has some kind of a treatment, whatever she's got going on. Plus, she's got eye issues, and she shouldn't be driving at night. That's why I was going over to my mom's to get her. She wanted to visit my mom, and I was going to go get her, bring her here, and then take her to go have lunch with all the cousins. Well, not all, but some of our cousins tomorrow, and then swing by, pick up her car and bring her back here. But that's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to take another one of these. Oh, okay, Barbara, have a great day. Oh, Gail, that was disappointing news, I'm sure. But time flies sometimes, so hopefully it won't feel that long for you. Oh. Now, somewhere on this messy desk, I have a little jar of, Oh, maybe I have one in here. Let's see. Sometimes oh, that's a clip. I don't want a clip. I'm looking for a little bulb pin. I mean, I have tons of them. I just, didn't feel like dragging down my dragon because I've got everything. I'm a stacker. I do like to stack. How am I doing on time? We've got Kathy Arbor coming up after me. I'm trying to avoid a craft lunch. I've got an idea, we can't let it go. Let it go, let it go. My gosh. I stayed up the other night watching reels. Some of them I can't share them. They were just so off color, but hysterical. And but then I watch a lot of the little kid ones, Oh my gosh, some of these kids. It had snowed, and this dad comes out with his little girl. She must have been 3 or 4 years old, and she's looking at the snow. And he says to her, "What happened?" And she says, "Who's the one of the sisters, the sister that's real cold in the Disney thing, Elsa or Anna? One of those girls. She was here. She did it. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. Some of these kids are so cute. Doesn't bother you that much not to drive, but your chauffeur isn't happy. Oh well. That's the way it goes, Mr. Chauffeur Man. All right, so I popped a hole in one of my little tabs, and I got my little bulb pin, and I pulled out these little black sequins. I'm going to put, not sequins, although sequins would be cute, wouldn't it? Seed beads. I'm going to pop some, hopefully, on my pin here. Woo, look at there. I got a couple. It's like fishing. Woo! Seed bead down. I'm going to put that through that little hole. Hi, Kellyanne. And so I'm going to have a little dangly there. Let's cap this up before I get into too much trouble. And let's see, maybe we'll put this up here. Now, of course, I'm not really thinking about a little bit of a separation, which I probably should be. I think Stephanie from my porch prints did that, where you have, you leave just a little bit of a spot, but you never know what you might want to snip, right? Or what size you might need. So there again. And once you snip it to use it somewhere, certainly you can add to it or trim, right? So let's do that. So now I've got a little dangly there. Now I'm not sure that this is even going to roll. The other thing I was thinking about doing, wouldn't it be cute to use your stapler? Like if you have a tiny attacher. Let's use our tiny attacher. And let's grab some more thread. I've got all different colors in here. Let's grab this blue. I'll take a little wad of this, a little wad of this, and a little wad of that. Looks like I'm going to have to trim. That's a big wad, Laura. That's a really big wad. There's a piece of blue fabric. We'll put that there. See what I have under. Oh my gosh, I've got all my die cuts under there I forgot about. Let's get some words. I'm just going to tear this stuff. Oh, look, I got double. Double the pleasure, double the fun with double mint, double mint, double mint gum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now I can't really see my fibers. All right. I was thinking that it would be cool if I could. Yeah, I'm liking that, girls. How easy is that? Just staple that puppy on there. And that is pretty flexible. I was thinking it would be cool if I could staple this into my bobbin. I wonder if I reheat that a little bit, if I can get that to... Get your wings in, boys. Definitely, if you made a cloth one, it would wind a lot better for you. Just saying. All right, so I wanted to put maybe this one with some brads. Let's see, what else might I have that I can put under there? This is one of my new die cuts. I could stamp. Thanks, Gil. I could stamp something on there. Let's see, what else do I have? I could get down that, but that's keeping track of all your little bits while you're working. That's a challenge. Here we go. Well, here's some small stuff. So little butterfly. The heck, that's whatever are you? Oh, that's a little. Oh, that's a little camera, I think. Time 2. There's a little butterfly. You know, you don't have to think about it this much either. I'm just saying, you know, this isn't. Not entering this into a competition, you know, it's just really for fun. Whoops. I just can't get my stamps really to stick to these. I wonder about alcohol. Has anybody ever tried alcohol to clean off these acrylic stamps to get them to stick on the blocks? It's a cool little one. It's a cool little one. This one, let's get a crown. Let's see if we can get this crown to stamp. Ooh. Sometimes it's a challenge to get these off. Ugh. All right, haven't used this one, so let's do a test. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. You can't see what I'm doing. Offset that. You know, if I did the alcohol and then maybe washed it, off with like, a baby wipe, do you think, like, I don't know what, just put a bit of glue. Yeah, I know, but I've done that. But, should you have to do that? I mean, shouldn't you be able to clean them somehow so that they can stick to your block? Or like I was saying another time, the Timmy ones, he's got those plastic boards with the holes in them that you can put in, a binder. They don't stick to that. After a while, they don't stick to that. Hi, Kathy. I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't be annoyed, but that annoys me. All right. Let's see if we can scoot this. Now this, I didn't get too much up on this edge, and it kind of jumps up like a little bump. So I might leave that so I can, kind of see it. Okay, I didn't have that screwed on tight. I knew I did that, but I forgot. Oh, I forgot it. Let's put a little bit of that medium down here. Hold these guys down. That's very good. That's an Art Nouveau thing. Art Nouveau. I saw a little pair of legs. I was thinking of. Let's see what this little. Oh, look at her. Doesn't she remind you of a Campbell Soup kid? I think she's a sticker. I might trim her out. Let's see. I got out these little book pages. I had purchased a little chubby book that had little pictures and little sayings in it. And this has been a couple of years now. And I pulled some of those pages out. Where the heck did I stick those? Because I thought there might be some cute things to fussy cut to put on my snippet. I think it would be fun to make a cloth one and sew on pieces of felt and maybe different little squares of fabric. You know how like sometimes you get a panel, or like Kathy sent me the all those license plates. Wouldn't they be cute? Cut them out. I have started, and I should dig that out and show you that. I did wash them, Kath. Yeah, it didn't get re-sticky for me. Oh, they're not made to last forever. Well, make sure your acrylic block is clean too. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think I did do that. Yeah, I guess every so often they want you to buy new stuff. And I'm okay with buying new stuff. But sometimes they retire stuff and you can't get it. I could do it again. Maybe just some really hot water, not where it would, melt. It would have to be really hot for it to melt. What was I saying? I thought I had a really good idea or something I was going to say to you guys. Oh, yeah, about a cloth one. And then do like slow stitch stuff on it, cut out little bits, do some whip stitch. I had started a scroll like that, but I put together a couple different pieces of fabric. I thought it was looking pretty cute. I haven't pulled that out in a while. I should pull that out. Ah, Calico Kate's got me crocheting now. We're working on a shawl. And I doubled my fabric, so the shawl's not very big, but it is very pretty. But I think I'm going to start another one because I have a lot of yarn. Are you surprised? I have a lot of yarn. It's not all super great yarn. Look, I'm trying to pull this apart. Wouldn't it be wonderful if, like, most sticker people had, like, a little slit? I'm stabbing this little girl. I can't even stab in there to kind of get. I could glue her on like this. I guess it's not going to come off that easy. I can just glue her down. Okay, Gail. Geez, thanks for coming in, Gail. It's nice to see you. Have a great day. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. If I can get in between those two little layers. She's a little cutie patootie, this one. Who's a little cutie patootie? I might have to cut her legs off, though. Oh, no, she'll fit right there. If I put her right there, she fits. Oh, isn't that cute? You can see the lettering behind her face, like in her little skin. Look how cute that is. Ah, ha, ha. Can you see that I am easily made happy? Doesn't take much to tickle me. It doesn't take much to tickle me, innards. Okay, so now I have this really cool little book plate thingamabob, but I want to put something behind it. Methinks I need to find something. Let's put some tissue down. Tissue. Oh, what are we doing? It's 11, so I still have about an hour. I don't know. Can you guys take another hour of this? Maybe we should do something else. Maybe we should do something else. Kathy said, I saw someone making a scroll journal on, bought a couple rolls a while back, just sitting in the craft room. Well, it's funny you should say that. I mean, I do have a couple piano rolls, but Kathy sent me a roll of piano paper, a portion of piano, but that's a big, I would have to cut that down. That's a big. Well, Dana, I'm glad you asked. Let me just show you my fix. And I don't really keep it on my desk, but I can keep it on a shelf. I can keep it in a drawer. I've got several started. I have a couple of lives where I did this. This is my envelope storage journal. And so you take a bunch of envelopes, And you can decorate them. You can leave them plain. I jelly printed on these. And these are the larger Tyvek envelopes. And then you do a simple pamphlet stitch down the center. Some of them, some of the pockets I cut shorter because I didn't want to have to dig all the way to the bottom for my stencils. But see, I've got my stencils in this one. I've got one that's got ephemera in it and little bits and bobs. And see, then I just put, in fact, I can show you that. I've got a couple in the works for, I want to put them in my Etsy shop. And Kathy Calico Kate just did one for her clear stamps. Then you can put a little tie on it. Where's my, if I can find my box. So we just recently I did a live where that's what we made. And I've got them in this box here, waiting to get finished. Here's another one of mine. I need to get, I think, another one started. But you could keep one with multiple things in it. If you wanted to keep just one on your desk, you know, it could house a couple different things. You know, not all of these, but some of them. Let's see, Kathy just sent me a nice piece of corpus muslin. I'm going to grab that and I'll show you how I do my tie. Because if it gets chubby and your tie is too small and you stitch your tie or glue it on, that can be bothersome, you know. So I'll show you what I do. So all right, so here's one. And then I just use some of my Art by Marlene to decorate the front. You don't have to decorate it. But some I leave the flap on, and then you cut the bottoms off of your envelopes. You just go and it's easier if you watch my live. Okay, so I decorated this up because I want to sell some of these, and then I put something on so you can tie it. So I've got a couple here going. But they're real easy to put together, and they're so fun, and they're functional. And so, like this one, you can use any size envelope. I like to use some of the bigger ones because you can store more stuff in it. See, now this one I got stuffed with ephemera and bits and bobs. And you could have one. You could have an envelope for fabric. You could have an envelope. See, in here I've got tags. You can put, you know, a couple of your favorite napkins in here. And then I was telling the girls on one of my lives, and then if I get a piece of something I'm working with and I really like it, oh, I think I got this one upside down. I need to put names on them so I know whether right side up or wrong side up. I just go in and glue on whatever I have that I like left over on some of the pages, and then they start to get decorated like a journal. I freaking love these. I love these. I gotta tell you, I mean, I just can't get enough of them. So Kath gave me this beautiful piece, right? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to snip it. I think I probably can tear it. So I'm going to, you know, just snip the edge here as wide as I want, right? And then I'm going to pull it. Now you can use seam. Oh yeah, babe. You can use seam binding. You can use ribbon. You can use anything. Now this might be a little wide. Let's see if I do that in half. That might be a little too thin. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my, see, so I've got, it's just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I put my strings in the middle. But if I want to adjust this or change this out, I don't want to glue it or stitch it on. So I take both of my ends. I put one end under that one, that top, string on my spine. And then I take the other end. You can do whatever you want. This is just what I do. It's most convenient. Right? So I've got those under. It makes a little loop. I bring my tails through, and then I very gently just start pulling this tighter. And it makes just a little knot, a lovely little knot. And then you can tie it. Make them as long or as short as you want. How cute is that? I'm sorry, but really, how cute is that? This is what you need, Dana. So you can just sit it by your desk or slip it onto a shelf, pop it in a drawer, put it in your handbag. Okay. Kathy said, I'm just sitting out on the deck. Oh, drinking coffee and watching the hummingbirds. We got to get our hummingbird juice out. Yeah, if you have any questions, Dana, just send me a message, baby. I'll help you. Yeah, they're real easy to make and they're fun. You could decorate them up. There again, if you have leftover whatever, you slap it on a couple of envelopes that you got sitting around. And then once they're decorated up a little bit, you can make yourself one. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, let me know if you do. Yeah, I love them. Really. I've got 3 or 4 that I'm using. I mean, I actually am using it. So let me just show you to entice you, hopefully, to watch my videos. Hopefully, I'll get the first one up maybe this afternoon now that I don't have to go over to Pennsylvania. So most of you, I would say, if not all of you, are familiar with Daphne's Diaries. And I had one intact here. Well, semi-intact. So I've got this Daphne's Diary. I have 4. I own 4. It's a beautiful magazine. I don't really read, but I read this magazine. I love the images. I love her little letters that she writes and stories. Usually comes with stickers, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's usually a little like journaling book in it and something that you can put together and make. I don't know if the newer ones have paper, a couple of recipes, and the fonts are, cool. And so she usually has some kind of cutouts and, different stories, a lot of pictures of places in Europe. And the covers are just to die for. So if you go on YouTube and you Google Daphne Diary Junk Journal or whatever, you'll find several videos where gals take them apart and make a smaller journal. Now you can't sell these, but you can use them as a personal journal or, gift the journal. There's hummers that are sharing. Oh my, ours are always zzz, zzz, zzz at each other. All right, so there's different ways to take them apart. And I wanted to try to make 3 out of the one that I decided to start with, which was a diary from 2014. And so I looked at several videos. There's a gal by the name of, hi, Connie. What, the Daphne Diary, Connie? Oh, Connie. Don't hate me. Don't hate me if you get hooked on Daphne's Diary. So, I wanted to make 3, and I want to make these to do some giveaways when I hit my 2,000 subbies. So I've done 3 videos. I mentioned this earlier. Sorry, it's a repeat for you girls that have been here. I know it's a big uh-oh. They're not inexpensive. I've asked for a subscription for a combined Mother's Day birthday, so we'll see if my kids if it registers and they actually do it. Oh my gosh, I'll be so excited. But anyway, I bought the 4 that I have. I've bought, you can get them on eBay, but they're still quite expensive just to buy one old issue. But anyway, so there's a couple different ways to do it, and then I found a gal by the name of Meg Journals. I'm pretty sure that's what she's called. And she's made, oh, I know, it's so easy to get stuck, and I don't know what the answer is, Dana. Just to be consistent. This is what the experts say. Be consistent, and I know you are, and just keep plugging away at it. If I find out anything else that helps, I'll let you know, but and I never remember to, I think what I need to also do is have a set verbiage that I put in my description box, and remind people to sub and share. Word of mouth, yeah. Oh, it's somebody's birthday today? Whose birthday is it today, Pam? Is it your birthday today? So I like these little chunky journals that this Meg puts together. And so I combined several of the ideas that I saw. So what I did is I pulled all my pages out and then whacked them in half. And I did not, like, some of the girls go through and pull out specific pages. They color coordinate, or they, do like a subject kind of a thing. No, your birthday's in January. Well, do tell so we could sing happy birthday. So this was the back cover, but I liked what was inside of the back cover. So I used a little puppy, and on this one it said something about have a great month, Daphne, or something. So I'm going to cut that out and put that here. And this girl, Megan, she takes whatever cover she wants, and then she adds fabric. She just glues fabric on, and she does a 3 pamphlet stitch and puts her signatures in. Now, I only had enough pages to do 2 journals with 3 signatures, and then this one has 2. I'm not happy with how this is wiggly, so I think I'm going to just add a plain signature in between here. Kind of shore this up a little bit. But so far, I'm pleased with how they turned out. So I've got my signatures in, and then on my videos, I show you what I do, or what I did, because I haven't done it before. This is my first time. And then now I'm up to the point where I'm going to come back in and decorate some of the pages. A lot of the girls don't do that. They just leave the pages as is, and then they do personal journaling or whatever on it, glue pictures in. You could do, like, say, what Diane Fago does, go in and alter the pages. But they're just luscious. They're absolutely luscious. See, now this one had this big old ugly stamp on here with the price, and I can't really get that off. I tried and I made a hole. So I'm going to put a little pocket or something on there. And yeah, so these are going to be giveaways. But like I said, look for my video because I'm hoping to have the first one uploaded today. Let's see. Who did she say whose birthday it is? It was mentioned yesterday on somebody's live, but I can't remember who. Pam, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. Usually on Facebook, it'll pop up and it'll say so-and-so has a birthday. Oh, I wonder if I got a message on my notifications. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know if it's... I didn't notice that there was anybody that I saw that I knew. Well, maybe they're not in chat with us. So if it's your birthday, fess up so I can sing happy birthday. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Anywho, that's that. And then if you were with me and we did some different journals, what did I call that? Oh, the tissue journals. So I put tissue paper journals together and stitched them. I had, let's see, for some of you may not have been there. I had purchased this a while ago, and this is tissue paper. And I like the way it was folded and stitched together. And the pages are open at the top and at the bottom. I don't know why, it's just the way they put it together. Oh, you haven't, Kathy? I haven't noticed. And so I wanted to replicate this. So I did with some tissue paper I had. So I made this little one. And this was just a simple binding, Japanese stab binding. And then I did this one. And I have a live if you want to go back and check that out. This one with some different tissue paper and then the tissue paper cover. And then I did, oh, where's my, I took apart a, that may not be out here. I took apart a, oh, here it is. A, Ideals magazine or book, whatever you call them. Folded the pages. This was the outside cover, but I like the inside better. And so I had a little trouble getting my holes in here, so I had to divide it in half and then, you know, punch through. So it's okay, but it's not as straight and it's not as neat as it should be for the Japanese stab binding. I think Kathy Calico Kate may still be here, and Kimberly is probably here. They're probably working on stuff in the background and listening. Do I need a mod right now? Is something happening? So I put this together, so I was pleased with how that turned out. And then I had mentioned some pattern papers that I had in some of my painting books from years back. Okay, thanks, Angela. And I coffee stained those, just added some cardstock. And then I looked up a different Japanese stab pattern. So I'm going to put some dangly things here, and I don't know, maybe stencil something on the front of this cover. So I still have another one to put together. So yeah, so I got that finished up. So I was pleased about that. And then I'll show you this because I had started it on this stream, I think. You're working on a journal page. And I didn't get it finished. Where the heck did it go? I just needed a little something else, and I didn't have, I guess I was out of time, or, oh heck. Now this little like graph paper journal, I just went through in one sitting and put watercolor or whatever on the pages. So then if I feel like doing something, I can just, where the heck, I think it's in this book. Because I know I did that with Peggy's tag. It's Marty's birthday? Oh. Oh, Kath, I know. We're up early. We had you up early. I thought for sure it was in this book. Oh, stink. Oh, well. Oh, here it is. It's stuck together. See, I put this in my little Xyron. It's sticking. So then I had this started, and I had the tissue paper down. So then we just did some stenciling, and then we were die cutting. So I finally got some of those out. Janet Burgess, good morning. It's 4 minutes till it's almost afternoon. Oh, thank you for telling me that. I'll have to send her a little happy birthday message. Cream in her coffee. You girls are so good to each other. So that got finished. So I don't often finish things very well, I gotta say. I have a lot of in progress. A lot of in progress things. So that's it. So if you make an envelope storage journal, please let me know. I would love to know. Thank you, Teresa. So Teresa, my plans for this afternoon are canceled. So I don't know if you made other plans. I don't know if you still want to get together maybe for an hour later. I can do maybe an hour later. It's up to you. You can message me. I don't know what we will do because, of course, I didn't think about it because I'd canceled. And I got to get a video up. But if you want to touch base for a little bit, we can certainly do that. You can let me know. And it's also Angela Bassett's birthday. Okay, I don't know that I have her contact info, but maybe I could find her on Facebook. Maybe I should just get on Facebook and see. Okay, let's just leave it the way we set it up then, because that'll really would be better for me because I can then get my videos. Okay, it's as long as I just didn't want to say, my plans fizzled out and, not say anything to you. Okay, great, Kathy. That'd be great. Thanks so much. All right, kids. Let's see. I'm going to cut out a little bit early because I'm pretty much done here. I don't think we need to sit and glue any more of the snippets. So you get the idea of the snippets. Most of you already have the idea of the snippets. So I'm going to see if I can dig out my fabric one and maybe get, there's Angie Bassett. Is today your birthday, Ange? Just make sure we have the date right, Ange. Oh, you're welcome, Dana. I hope you can find it useful. It is. Oh, Ange, I'm going to sing you happy birthday, okay? This is really gonna rock your day. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angie dear. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great day, Angie. Yeah, you thought I meant the actor. Well, she's a celeb in our circle. Yes, Janet. I'm sorry. I'm cutting out a little early because we worked on this snippet. And of course, I've got a ways to go. And I'm going to try. I'm going to try to wind that around my bobbin, but that may not be the best thing for paper. I think I had planned to use, I think 3 of those bobbins. And I think I had originally planned to do my fabric one around here. I don't know. I think for me, I might rather like to have these flat because then I'm going to glue them in a book or something. So maybe, see, I have those pocket pages. Some of you might have them too that you can put in a 3-ring binder. So maybe I should have a snippet binder. See, the ones Kath sent me are cut in nice little pieces. So you could snip them down further. You know, maybe make them in like 7-inch strips or something. Yeah, there's other folks on streaming, that's for sure. So get on the bus. Forget about us. And don't forget, Kathy Arbor will be on. Yeah, I also have a video to do because I have an idea for the ends of your envelopes. If you do the envelope storage journals and you cut off the bottom of your envelopes, don't throw these away. I have an idea. I've got to get that video done. Got to finish up my my Daphne Diary ones. And then I'll get to that video. All right, kids, I'm out. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to my dear mods for helping me so very much. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Bye for now.